Hey, screw it. It's just me. We're going to start 2 minutes early. All right. My brothers and my sisters out there in the struggle. How y'all doing? Welcome to Hot Book Alert Live. I'm your main man, Mercenot, coming at you. I'm trying to get this microphone situated. I'm trying not to pop my peas there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I want to be able to have this not blocking all this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the microphone to block all of this because all of this is pretty damn glorious. So, I'm trying a new way to hang this mic, I guess. So, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Hello, everyone. How's everybody's week? My week so far, well, my week as far as buying comics is weird. Like, there was a sale that I wanted to go to in the middle of the week, and it just didn't happen. Just because I think mainly because of work, I probably could have pulled it off, but work would have been a nightmare if I had done it like that. So I'm just like, ugh. And the sale was like 2 hours away, and it was like in the middle of the week. So I'm just like, ugh. I'm sad I didn't make it, but actually there is no but, and so that was Wednesday, and then that Thursday, there was a Facebook post from one of the stores that I usually go to, saying that they got some like I guess some $3 stock or something like that. So I basically hightailed it there, but I didn't realize that this store like opens sporadically anymore, and they were closed on a freaking Thursday afternoon. So I went to the store next to, like, close by, and I really didn't find too much, but I bought like $16 worth of stuff. Hopefully, I can like maybe flip it. You know what I mean? Like resell. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Weird week. And this Saturday, I went to a toy show, and I hadn't been to this one. I hadn't been to this show in a while, and it, it's decent. Okay, I'll put it to you like this: there's a lot of wrestlers at this toy show. You know what I mean? And frickin' Billy Gunn from Degeneration X, from the Attitude Era. Billy Gunn, that freaking guy, man, he is that dude is freaking huge. His arms were like, seeing them in person, because they were doing signings. Just seeing him in person, I was blown away. This guy is like, I think he's like older than the Undertaker, and this guy, like, his arms were like tree trunks, not his legs, but his arms. Just his arms were like tree trunks. I'm just like, this dude is hella solid. So yeah, man. But back to the toy show, like as far as buying, because I'm always looking for sealed 80s toys, GI Joe, Transformers, and then you have like the titles like Mask and Spiral Zone and stuff like that. And I'm always looking for that. I didn't see too much of it, or at the price that I wanted to pay. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't see a lot. And as far as comics go, as far as comics went, it was kind of like, not a lot of comics there. Actually, because the last time, which was a couple years ago, the last time I saw comics there, it was a lot. It was a lot of people selling comics. So that's what I thought would, like, if the toys weren't there, sealed toys weren't there, then there would be like some comics there, and not a lot. So, and there was a guy there. I remember flipping through his stuff, flipping through his comics, and I noticed that these are the exact same comics that I saw at a very disappointing show that I went to a couple weeks before that. So I'm just like, ugh, all right, we're done, we're done. But I did pick up a stack of GI Joe comics, like the IDW GI Joe comics. We'll get into that um, in a future comic book haul. But yeah, and speaking of the comic book haul, that's up and running. So you guys check that out. That was a lot. That was a lot of fun. Looking for comics there. I mean, the stories behind those comics. So yeah. All right. Hold on one second. Let me hit. Hold on one second. Oh shoot. Did I mess up? Yes. Hold on. I need. Okay. Lord Tatman's Comics. What's up, buddy? Thanks a lot, man. Hey, I didn't see you. I didn't see you during last night's trash cast, man. What's up? I saw you during the Yaira during the art review. I saw you. I saw you there, but I didn't see you during last night's trash cast. Because typically while I'm doing the show, I'll watch Trashcast. Okay, you were lurking. Okay, but yeah, it just keeps me company while I'm doing slides. I swear this thing is like because I had to work today, and but you gotta just hold on one second. I need to share screen, window, and share. Okay. All right. We got a blank screen to go through, and yeah, I swear this takes all day, just researching books and looking through sales and stuff like that. So I'm not saying it's like I'm not saying it's like hard work, but it takes a lot of time to put this together. I'm not saying it's hard at all, but but it's fun. It's fun. All right. Let's we have I tell you what, this week is a hella strong week. Very strong week for sales. And how's my sound? Cuz I adjusted the position of this microphone and I don't know. I want to make sure I'm not like blowing anybody's eardrums out this way. So, all right. But yeah, like I said, a really, really strong week of sales. All right, appreciate it, man. Pop Comics, thank you. Um, Tom, thanks. Sounds good. All right. But yeah, like I said, how many times can I say this is a strong week? But yeah, just a lot of just mind blowing sales, actually. So I tell you what, let's get into it. Let's get into the Hot Book Alert Live. Number 18. We're at number 18 already. And I'm trying this new um, thumbnail like background out, the explosion background. I'm trying different things. You know what I'm saying? All right. Just say strong week of sales one more time. It's a strong week of sales. All right. I actually had to bump some books off just because the sales, like they were great covers and all, but the sales weren't strong enough. They just weren't strong enough. So let's get into where the where's the one sale that I wanted to show. I guess I'm gonna have to might have to look it up. But let's take a look at All Winners number 7 from 1942. Okay, so beautiful Captain America. Well, basically the invaders. Captain America, um, uh, Toro. Is that Toro? The Human Torch and the Submariner taking on Tojo, taking on the Japanese army there. And yeah, this cover has a lot going for it. This is a busy ass cover, but it's beautiful. All Winners number 7. Let's see if I can find the listing for it. But let's take a look at the census. So we have a 41 total on the census, and 31 universal. It looks like the vast majority of them are in VG condition, but with a restored 9.4, and it looks like the highest in a universal grade is about an 8. Okay, all right. But I tell you what, let's take a look at the actual sale. All right, so we had a raw copy sell for $3,648. Very impressive. Okay, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into the sale here. So this was an auction, and this ended after 7 bids. I mean, okay, so we're only going to get about 4 pictures, but from what I'm seeing of these pictures, this thing is looking real nice. Wow. So you got a crease, a very long diagonal crease, but does anybody care about that, really? Yeah, there we go. Japanese army right there. A lot of the times they're always taking on Germans, so it's refreshing to see them, these guys in these World War II covers taking on superhero World War II covers, taking on the Japanese there. A little bit of equal time there. All right. But this thing is looking real nice, man. Let's take a look at that back. The back looks damn good, too. Wow. Wow. A little crease there, but who cares? Okay, so we got a bit of a tear. If you can see, you got that tear right there. But again, who cares? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, look at that. All right, so for 30, what did I say? 3,600? Yeah, for around 3,600. We have a detached cover. So this thing is a single staple, but it's detached. We got a detached cover. Are you doing this? Are you doing 3,600 for a detached cover like this? Now, if this thing, because during World War II, to ration metal, they would do single staple comics during this time period. So that's why we got the single staple here. So to find one with the staple, with the cover attached and single staple, that thing is that would probably damn near be a unicorn. And on top of that, this book looks hella thick. It's probably what these golden ages like this are probably like 60 something pages. I mean, man, regardless of how many pages, this thing looks hella thick. So it probably would be, ugh, it probably would just like put a lot of strain on that paper, but around that staple. But damn, are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? I know. That price was too good to be true. But yeah, so it just leads to me. It leads me to think that if this were actually attached, would it go for more? You know what I mean? Sky's the limit. I'm not buying a book with a detached cover. I know that's right. Here's the thing. I would say, of course, if the price were really right, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would probably have to be pennies on the dollar uh, uh, for me to buy a detached cover like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's preoccupied today, so I mean, I put in the time doing solo videos before, doing the comic book hauls by myself and all that kind of stuff. So this isn't new. 67 pages. Okay, so this is even yeah. Okay, so this is even more than I. This is more pages than I thought. So yeah, that strain around around the paper where the staple is. Yeah, that this thing didn't stand a chance. Yeah, man. So so what? 3,600 for a detached staple golden ager. I mean, this thing is really beautiful. Um, yeah, man. Whew. All right, that's too much for me, but more power to whoever bought this thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I couldn't do it, but more power to whoever bought it. All right. Next up is Clue Comics #2 from 1947. So we have a Dan Barry pre-code torture bondage cover. There's a mouthful, but yeah, there's a lot going on here. Woo. Wait till you get a real close up on what's really going on. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I can hold the show. I think I did it a couple shows ago where I was by myself. So we can do this. All right. Take a look at the census. I mean, single digits, low single digits, like under 50. So 35 total, 31 universal, 4 restored. A lot of them seem to be in the mid grade, and 198. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So an 80, a CGC 80 sold for $6,800. So we got to get into this. Let's look at this thing. We got to see what's going on, dude. Look at this. The torture. The torture. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This brother had a iron in his hand and just going to town on these two dudes. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Like, this is, to me, this is like the most gruesome because it's just like, it seems like the most realistic torture. You know what I mean? It's just because you got like some sort of house, you got a household appliance. This is really terrifying to me. But yeah, look at, he's like got an iron. You can see the burn marks on these guys' backs. Damn. And then you got the lady here all tied up. So that accounts for the bondage. But we got the daring detective saving the day. So this cover is wild. To me, this guy here on the ground with like his 2 front teeth knocked out, face all bloodied, all bruised, and then he has like the iron marks on his back, the iron burns. Man, the clothing irons. Oh God, look at that. This cover is hella wild. And ain't no telling. Oh, you got the girl here, she crying and shit. Oh, she's about to get it. But yeah. Wow. This cover is great. I love this cover. Has anybody ever seen this cover before? I didn't even know this cover existed before tonight. And this thing came in an 8.0. A freaking 8.0 for how much? How much did I say? 6,800. So almost 7,000. Probably 7,000 after taxes. So yeah, man. Woo! And this thing is beautiful. This thing is gorgy. Look at this. Yeah. You learn something every new when you learn something new all the time when doing this show. Look at this. Wow. This thing is hella clean. I am not mad at this. I'm not mad at this price either. Just because this thing is so clean, and you have like this really awesome scene. Look at that. There's just so much going on with this cover, man. You can see like the dishes in the background. Look at that. Got a little calendar too. So yeah, it's like a lot of detail in this cover. I am not mad at this. Why didn't he just shoot the guy? Why did you shoot the guy? He did a trick shot to knock the iron out of this guy's hand. So, Chad Cave, you think I watch for? I mean, a little sparkling personality and cool comics. A little from column A, a little from column B. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, but yeah, this thing. Whoo! Damn, this is a beautiful book, man. Like it's kind of from the outset, it's kind of unassuming, but then when you really get in on it, whew, beautiful, man. So much going on with this. All right. What's next? All right. Next up is Action Comics, number 15 from 1939. Okay. So we still have Superman in the 30s. Superman in the 1930s. I'm not mad at this. Okay, so this is fifth. So Superman's fifth cover. Superman's fifth ever cover. And taking a look at the census on this, so 57 total. No, eight. I'm sorry. 81 total on the census. Let's see, 2 conserved. So we got 20 restored, 2 qualified, and 2 conserved. All right, this thing is looking like a roller coaster ride here. And so we had a CGC 3.0 that sold for $5,000, man. Wow. So $5,000 after 2 bids. $20,000 book. Actually, that's not too far off, honestly, because this is a 3.0 and it's still sold for $5,000. So, a high grade one, who knows? And this thing is pretty damn solid for a 3.0. I mean, the 5th Superman cover for how much did I say? $5,000. So there's a lot going on. You get, let's see. Okay, so you get video with it. Oh wow, look at that. Staples are detached. I mean, the cover's fully detached. Wow. Wow. Okay, so he shot video of this, or oh wow. Okay. Wow. And it doesn't even say cover detached. Well, does it? No, not at all. It doesn't say cover detached in or on the label. So wow. Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering what the hell was going on here. I just wasn't quite sure. But wow, okay. So let's take a look at a couple more photos. Yeah, okay. Fully detached. I was gonna say this book looked pretty solid, but nah, not anymore. So okay, so it shouldn't be blue. Right. So okay, so if this were attached, it would have to be a higher grade, but since the staples are detached, it's like it should be a green label or a green label higher grade or a blue label lower grade. But yeah, I there's no way I could pay that much for a detached cover, just like with the All Winners. Wow. But I will say, looking at the interior here, I love this. I like when they put a ton of pictures in the listing. I could read the comic. Yeah, still a tough book. Yeah, for sure. Superman's fifth cover, but damn, did the staple? But did the cover have to be detached? Ugh. But a strong price. Okay, so just like with the All Winners, just like with this here, um, strong prices for detached covers. Very strong. All right, what we got next? Okay, so Space Action #1 from 1952. Superman, Cody Rogers. Superman before 1943 is still Secret Shooter. Okay, all right, good point. An attached cover would be 20 weight. Yeah, exactly. All right, next book is Space Action from 1952. So this is from Ace Magazines. Lou Cameron cover. This is a beautiful sci-fi cover here. All right, so taking a look at the census. Hold on. Okay, taking a look at the census. So we've got 38 total. Yeah, definitely pretty low. And it seems like the majority of them are in the 50 range. And it looks like we have a universal 9.4. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't have any Ace. I don't have any Ace comics at all. I'd like to change that at some point in time. But yeah, this is a gorgeous sci-fi cover. All right, so let's take a look at this sale here. Look at this. So a CGC 9.4 sold for $6,200. All right, let's take a look. Well, we're only going to get 2 photos, but look at that, man. A 9 freaking 4 on a golden ager like this. That's insane. Look at that. This is like a 940, y'all. I mean, okay, so let's take a look at this spine here. Are we seeing as many of you know, I am a comic book white supremacist. I love my comic book covers nice and white. But I'm also a comic book black activist. And are we seeing is this here a black activist worthy cover for a 9.4? It really should be. But what say you? What say you? What say you? Let's take a look. All right. But yeah, this thing looks good. I've got a Web of Mystery. That's Ace? Web of Mystery is Ace. Lord Tapman. I do have a Web of Mystery comic. Yeah, man, this thing is outrageous, and it's got the old label too. Okay, yeah, because I had just shown off a Web of Mystery comic in the last comic book hauls, but I just didn't. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. All right, cool. I don't see shit wrong with it, but it's hard to tell from here. Yeah, yeah, no visible ticks, and it's from the 1950s. So yeah, man, this thing is on point, very on point. But yeah, very black activist worthy in my opinion. So congrats to the seller, congrats to the buyer. Look at that, $6,200. I told you, man, these sales were just like out of this world, man. No pun intended, since this is a sci-fi comic. All right, what's next? What are we doing next? JoJo Comics number 17 from 1948. Let's see. So from Fox Publications, Jack Kamen, bondage cover, Matt Baker interior art. I really didn't want to touch on this for too long, but I thought the sale was strong enough to talk about. 44 total on the census. A lot of them are in 7.0s. Okay. And speaking of, I wouldn't be mad if it was a 9.6, right? On that sci-fi comic, on the space action. So let's take a look at that sale. So we had a CGC 7.5 that sold for $2,000. I don't want to say $2,000, but $2,000. Okay, so let's take a look at this book here. All right, just do this real quick, expeditiously. Okay, there's a lot of ticks going on there. Oh wow, look at this! Look at this. Do you see what's going? Okay, do you guys see what's going on? It looks like the microchamber paper inside, in between the front cover and the first page, it looks like it's sliced through the paper where the staple is. That's what it looks like to me. Or either that's like some some shine from the staple, but it looks like that microchamber paper sliced where the staple was. I sliced that paper. Creating a slight detachment. Joe, what's up? What's happening? Wow. Damn, man. Yeah, that microchamber paper, I used to mess with it a lot, but not anymore, because it actually sliced the paper on one of my books one time, and ever since then I just got that, because like early when I was doing YouTube, the microchamber, I would swear by it. You know what I mean? Just to be fancy and shit like that. But I just saw it to me, it did more harm than good. So yeah, it's not spine roll. It doesn't look like it. I would say if you guys can find the listing for yourselves, I would if you see right here, if you look right here, it just looks like maybe that microchamber, just because this is an older label, and they had and they put microchamber paper in the between the cover and the front page, in the first page. So that's what this looks like to me. That's what it looks like. Yikes! You ain't lying. If that really is the case, then yeah, big yikes. Potential microchamber slice as a micro tragedy. I see it. Yeah, it looks like a split. But yeah, man, if that really is the case, then whew, all right. Okay, so I didn't want to talk too much about this book, but yeah, I just thought the price was very strong. All right, so hopefully, whoever buys this, maybe I can't imagine they spotted this. You know what I mean? But just because I've seen it before with my own books, I just kind of spotted it. Gorgeous cover though, yeah, for sure. This thing is, yeah, man. This thing is on point. This cover is on point. All right, what's next? Batman number 6. Batman number 6 from 1941. What did I want to say about this? Bob Kane cover. Okay. Bob Kane cover. It's just one of those, early Batman covers where there's just like they're just kind of Batman and Robin. They're just kind of front and center, and there's like no background. It's just them hanging out. 323 total on the census. Yeah, it's looking okay. So the census here, it's looking like bat ears, if you guys can see. If you guys can see. And we had a sale, a CGC 6.5 from the Promise Collection pedigree that sold for $7,000. $7,000. Holy cow. Wow. Okay. I wonder how much this went for initially on Heritage. But I'm pretty sure. Do I want to do this? Do I want to look it up? Do I want to go on Heritage and look this up? Do I wanna? BATMAN 6 CGC 6.5. Let's see. Past sales. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so this thing sold for, back in 2021, this sold for $4,000. Okay, so it's good to see that the seller is making a profit here. Okay, I'm not mad at this. And okay, so $4,080. And this same book sold 3 years later for $7,000. Okay, all right, made a nice profit. But yeah. So, who offers better pictures, Heritage or? Yeah, we could just look at it through Heritage. How about that? Nah, you can't zoom in. But yeah, okay, all right. I'm not mad at this. Not mad at this one bit. So congrats to the seller for making a seems super cheap. Yeah, for a Batman 6 and a 6.5 like this. Wait. All I can do is just make sounds. But yeah, congrats. All right, let's move on to another book, another strong sale, possibly. Yeah, this sale was really strong here. This sale here, very strong. Blue Ribbon Comics, number 21 from 1942, MLJ Publications, aka Archie Comics. Lynn Streeter cover. This is a saving. I love me a good saving a hoe cover. Love me a good save a hoe cover. I'm not mad at these save a hoe covers. I'm trying to find the listing for it so I can bring it up. Where are you at? Where are you at? I gotta go between two different. Where the hell is this thing? Where's this listing? Okay, here it is, right here. All right. You saw this book here. You saw Blue Ribbon Comics at Heroes Con. Yeah, you know what? It's Heroes Con weekend. So if anybody went to Heroes Con, then yeah, let us know how it went. All right. So Lager Style. Yes, sir. Happy Father's Day. Yep. All right. So take a look at the census. Oh, wow. Only 13 on the census. Okay. Okay. 12 Universal. A lot of them are in really low grade. And speaking of which, so we had a 2.0 that sold for 3,000. Well, basically what, 3,800? Yeah, let's just say $3,800. So let's take a look at that listing here. All right. So for a 2.0 and for it to sell for 3,800, that's very impressive. Look at this. Lord Tatman, am I coming out to Garden State Comic Fest? EVS and the boys are coming. I don't think I'll be able to get away. I would, man. Honestly, I'm thinking I would need like damn near a year head start before I really like go out of town because I gotta find a place for Sylvester and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? It's just man, that sounds like fun though. That sounds like fun. But let's see about this. Looks a lot better than a 2.0. This cover must be detached or something. That's what I'm thinking. So this thing looks a lot better than the 2.0. So there's got to be like a hell of a whole lot wrong with it in between the sheets. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. I love Jackson. Presents really well. Yeah, man. This thing looks great for a 2.0. I almost want to look up the grader notes, but do I want it? No, 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 no. But yeah, but this is like, look at her. She's fighting to stay alive, and homie just coming in with his goofy looking self. Look at you. I will say this is a cool helmet though. I'm not mad at this helmet. But yeah, look at. I am not mad at this cover one bit. Got the stylish shoes going on with the little ribbon, with the little bow. Look at that. This is a great cover, man. But yeah, this thing sold for damn near $4,000. Wow. Bootleg Captain America for sure. But you know what? They were sifting through heroes. So I'm pretty sure at the time, this guy here, he was on the same level playing field as Captain America. And then after a while, Captain America just took off. You know what I'm saying? And so let's tighten this thing up just a little bit. All right, perfect. So it took time to sift through heroes. You know what I'm saying? All right, but this is a beautiful cover, man. Look at that. I'm not mad at this. All right, I think it's the girl on the cover. This is the Save a Ho cover that that I think lends to the appeal. All right. Okay, so Mr. Mystery number 11. Now this was a very very recent sale. This thing had just sold like maybe an hour before I went live. So this is from 1953, pre-code horror, Bernard Bailey cover. This is a man. We got the guy buried, and you got ants crawling on his face. Woo! Hell of a way to go. All right, so 68 total on the census. The vast majority of them are in pretty low grade. And let's take a look at that sale. All right, so we had a CGC 3.5 that just sold today for $2,700. Let's just say $2,700. And let's take a look at that listing here. All right, look at that. Okay, so is this the type of horror book that you can like build your collection around? Build like a pre-code horror collection around? What say you? I mean, this guy is in terror. Look at you. Look at you. It presents pretty well for a 3. I tell you what. Like I would have said this thing is like a 4, if anything. Like just eyeballing it, it looks like a 4 to me, but this thing is really nice. I just like the detail in this guy's face, man. This is sheer terror right here. Wow. Hell yeah. Lord Tapman, hell yeah. All right, okay. All right. Chad Cave, that book would be would be expensive book. Yeah, for sure, especially for a 3.5. Especially for a 3.5. Cody Rogers, man, there's better covers than this. I really just like I'm digging the detail in this guy's face. That's to me that's what sets it off. So, killed by ants. Mm-hmm. What a way to go. Mm-mm-mm. All right. What are we doing next? What book is next? Okay, so we have Mystic Comics #2 from 1944. So we have another save. We're saving 2 hoes right now. Nice. Nice. Double your pleasure, double your fun. That is what's up. Let's see. Copy and paste so we can bring this listing up. But yeah. Mystic Comics, Sid Shore's cover, and 35 total on the census. It's looking like a roller coaster ride there. In the late Lord Tapman in the late 80s and early 90s, no one gave a shit about pre-code horror. Go figure, right? Go figure. Yeah, because I heard stories about how like a lot of the older guys, like they would be at cons back in the 70s, 80s, and guys would have pre-code horror for $5, and people would just look at it and just turn their noses up. And a lot of those guys, I hear stories about, God, what was I thinking? I should have bought every single one of those. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just so weird about what people collect. I mean, I think back in the 60s, I think the number one, or rather the 40s or 50s, whatever, like the number one hero was Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, over Superman. You know what I mean? Over Superman and Batman. So it's just weird what people collected. Hell, think about like what we were going after just a few years ago. We were going after crappy, TV show spec. We were going after, CW TV show spec. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, all that's dead, and we're going after, cool covers, rarities, stuff like that. They were in dollar bins. Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine pre-code horror in dollar bins. Facts, we effed up. Listen, it just is what it is, man. Like if we had the keys to everything, and if we had all that hindsight, like it just wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that much fun. This hobby, this lifestyle, it keeps us on our toes. The vast majority of collectors still don't care about pre-code horror books. I think a lot of people are turning around. Like I think if they can find some cheap, great. But then the ones that really hit, they hit. You know what I'm saying? So spec on Golden Crime and War. Yeah. Especially like the gory war covers and like the crime with like the really gnarly scenes with, like, say, you know, like a little gun, like a hot gun mall or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah. But let's take a look at Mystic Comics #2. So we had a CGC 3.0 that sold for 1,700. War is still very affordable. Yes, actually, I came across a book. I mean, okay, so in the last comic book haul that I did, I talked about that those boxes of Golden Agers. A lot of it was westerns, and a lot of it was war, and a lot of it was war books too. And I was just, and it was just so tough to sift through that stuff. So I was just like, the war, like, unless it was a really grimy scene, unless it was really intense, I just kind of like, I just kind of really didn't give it a second look. But I will say, it's a pretty good chance that people will come around on that. But Mr. Mystic #2 from 1944, beautiful. Oh wow, we saving two hoes from the skull creature with a hypodermic needle. Okay, he's about to conduct some gnarly experiments on these two hoes here. Okay. Hypodermic needle and bondage cover. Okay. This looks a lot better than the 3.0, actually. Well, no. I take that back. So you got that tear right there where the staple is. So, all right, I take that back. So this looks like a single. It looks like a single staple book, but yeah, it probably is. But yeah, all right, 1,700. I'm not mad at this. I'll watch your new vid tonight. I've been busy playing Elden Ring. Yeah, man, it's a good haul video. All right, what's next? We're saving two hoes on this. To Crime Doesn't Pay. Speaking of crime comics, so we have Crime Doesn't Pay, #22. So technically, this is the first issue. And let's see. So it was a continuation from another series, and it is the first crime comic. So this is from 1942, and it's Charles Brio cover art. There's a lot going on with this. 42 on the census. A lot of them are in lower to mid grade, but there is a 9.0 and a 9.4. And let's take a look at that sale here. So we have a CGC 5.0 that sold for $2,800. Let's take a look at this. Very solid looking 5.0. This is a really good looking 5.0. You got a hot chick in distress there on the cover. You've got different gangsters, the Esposito brothers, Panther Man. Never heard of Panther Man. You think Panther Man would be black? Okay. Killer Lepke, alias AKA Lewis Butchler. Butch Alter. Buckler. Hold on, we'll get this. Buck Alter. Jeez. Lewis Buckalter. It took me a minute, but we got it. That title is a lie. Panther Man. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so this is the very first crime comic. So there's some history right here. So I would say this is a historic book. And there's a lot going on with this thing. So, and it sold for How much did I say this thing sold for? 2,800. So basically $3,000 after taxes paid. So yeah, a 5.0. Very respectable price. Strong price. Phil and Tony Esposito. That knife through the hand, though. You know what? I didn't even like. I. It's like I saw it, but I didn't even. It didn't even register. Look at that. Yeah, man. There's so much going. This thing. Yeah, this is pretty intense here. So you got a shootout cover. Got the chick in distress here. You got this guy. Two guys fall into their death pretty much in a fight. This guy died. This guy dead. This guy dead. I'm surprised this thing didn't. Was this mentioned in Seduction of the Innocent? This looks like one of those Sodi covers, man. Damn. Probably a member of the infamous White Panthers. Wow, there's a lot going on. I'm surprised Frederick Wortham didn't mention this. He should have. Look at this. Beautiful cover, though. Gorgeous. All right, what we got next? All right, we have a Good Girl cover. Goo Girl. A Goo Girl cover on Hot Bach Alert. So we've got Sunny number 12 from 1948. All right, so the census on this is 12, 24 universal, 2 restored. A lot of them are in kind of the higher grade. And speaking of that higher grade, we had a CGC 9.0 that sold for $27.50. Very impressive price. So let's take a look at that listing here. A 9.0. Okay. Al Feldstein cover and art. Damn, look at that. This is nice, man. Look at this cover. So it's cold. The weather outside is frightful, but it is hot inside, is it not? Look at that. Hell yeah. This is a great cover for Okay, so for a 9.0 for what did I say? Yeah, so the point that I wanted to make about this book was that the seller put this up for $27.50 or best offer, but someone jumped on this and paid the full $27.50 instead of like trying to work out a price. So yeah. So it leads me to believe that this might be a really good deal. It has to be, especially for a Golden Age 9.0 Good Girl, Goo Girl cover art like this. Yeah. Beautiful. Lingerie panel. Okay. Not mad. Not mad at this one bit. Look at that. I keep saying I'm not mad at this. That's my go-to catchphrase. That's my refrain. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful cover. All right. I believe this might be the last Golden Age book, but I don't know. I think so. But Pep Comics number 42 from MLJ, aka Archie Comics. What did I want to say about this? I want to find the listing first, if I can. Where the hell is it? Where are we? So Pep Comics number... Where is it? I thought I had it. I'm gonna have to look it up. But oh, here it is. Okay. This is the Shield, right? Taking on Nazis. We have another lady in distress there. Golden Age Good Girl cover. No type of negotiation needed. Exactly. Exactly. All right. The census on Pep Comics number 32, 47 total, 43 universal, 4 restored. This thing is looking like a roller coaster ride. And look at this sale. Look at this sale here. A CGC 6.5 sold for $5,699. That is a very strong sale. All right, so let's take a look. Look at this, man. So somebody really wanted this to pay that much. This is a lot to me. What say you? Are you paying this much for a Pep Comics? Look at that. Does this count as a bondage cover? I can't. It doesn't. It doesn't look like her neck is it necessarily in bondage. It's like, oh wow, her head is in a vice. Yikes! Nazi torture cover there. Okay, so let's take a look at the label. First MLJ brand emblem. First and MLJ publication logo. Splash page cover is of no one cares about Roly Poly. But is anybody? Oh, cheap. Oh, you think this is a good? Or were you talking about the Golden Age Good Girl cover? Someone got a deal on the on this Sunny number 9. Oh, hold on. Add to stage. Okay. But let's see. Let's take a look. Try to get a. We only get 2 photos here, so this looks good for a. What's going on with this guy here? Okay, so the price. So nobody's mad at the price for a 6.5 Golden Ager right here. Okay. So damn near, what did I say? 69 or 50. Let's just say $5,700. So $5,700 for this. You're not mad at this price? Pep on Pep. For me, no, but I do understand. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I mean, I will say this. This Nazi Guard uniform is it's pretty damn snazzy. But yeah, look at that. Come on, US, let's go. All right. Beautiful cover though. Beautiful. All right, what's next? All right, let's get into the modern age. So we're out of the golden age. I wouldn't be in my top. It wouldn't be in my top 20 for 5K. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Like it's like you can go either way. It can go either way. Some people like the Shield. Yeah. All right, so we have Invincible number 50. So this is David Willis connecting variant from 2008. So this thing is pretty old. Well, I don't want to say it's relatively old for a modern age. How about that? It's what is this, like 14 years old now? So it's a good looking cover from 14 years ago. All right, so 62 on the census, only 25 9/8 and Universal and 7 signature series. Okay. So we've got 2 sales. Well, yeah, 2 sales this week. So we have a event. So they both sold for basically $660. So 2 9/8. One sold for $660 after 7 bids, and then the other one was a buy it now for $650. So I was gonna say relatively old because I don't know why 2008 seems like a long time ago to me at this point. So yeah, very because here's the thing, I'm not that big on Invincible. So a lot of these prices here, are just like mind-boggling. And the popularity of Invincible, I guess it speaks to the popularity of the character now, since we have this show. But yeah, it's a good looking cover though. It's like that. It's like that pink purplish cover. So yeah, good looking. Looks good. Looks good. I'm not mad at it. My catchphrase. All right, 2008. Yes, yes, 2008 is a long time ago. At this point. I used the wrong word. Leave me alone. It's just I didn't want to say old, but it just feels like I'm just so used to books from like I don't know 2015, 2019, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, this one back. It's damn it. I keep exiting out. All right. What more did I want to say about that? Not much, but a good price. All right, take a look at this. Savage Wolverine #2 from 2013, and this is a 1 in 50 Milo Manara variant featuring. Is that Shauna the She Devil, or is that some other jungle lady character? Yes, 2008 is old, but good looking cover. I think book is on my want list. I forget. It should be. Okay, so let's take a look at the census. 103 total on the census, and we have a 9-9 at this point anymore. 83 9/8 with 7 9/8 in signature series. Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. Hickey. Shauna the She Devil. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at the sale here. So we have 2 sales this week. A 9/8. A 9/8 sold for $425, and that was a buy it now. And another buy it now for a raw copy that sold for $390. So it looks like someone got a really nice deal on that CGC 9/8. If somebody's willing to pay the exact same amount for a raw copy, so someone got a really nice deal. I like this cover, probably the best cover. Manara is so good. Yeah, he's pretty good. Awesome cover for sure. Yeah, okay. Sweet. I'm glad people like this one. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I have the listing for this. Let's see. Oh, I do. Let's take a look really quick. Expeditiously. You got that blow up doll face there. But yeah. This is a book I never see out in the wild. Like never, never. Okay, so yeah, somebody got a very good deal on that on this 9/8 here. All right. All right, what's next? Elephant Men #18. So this is a flip book with I believe it's a Joe Chiodo art on the other end, or on the other side of the cover there. But a beautiful J. Scott Campbell cover. Let's take a look at the census. We have 76 total. 16 9/8 and 16 signature series 9/8. Okay. Okay. It's Captain Marvel cover. All right. So the sale on this. So we had a raw copy that sold for $225. I don't know if I have the listing for this anywhere. Let's see. I do. Let's pull that up. Damn it. Paste and go. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at. Can anybody see why this thing sold for $225 raw? I mean, it's a good looking Campbell cover, but you know. Wow. Okay, so. Oh, no, it's not a Joe Chiodo. Sorry. It's a. I can't read that right now. But it's not Joe Chiodo. Sorry. But yeah, very impressive looking. This is like one of those books that you probably could find if you set your mind to it. Just like how I found the J. Scott Campbell version of number 31, just because it was flipped around to the other cover. You know what I'm saying? So this looks like one of those books you could probably find, and you know, if it's turned around like that. I'm just saying. Jad Cave, very in demand book. I bought a bunch of Elephant Men about a year ago. Not this one though. Okay, it's a rare JSC cover. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, is this necessarily a variant, like a ratio variant, like a limited, like a limited variant or anything like that? It's just like a cover A. So for it to be like a cover A and still sell for 200 plus, that's impressive. Cody Rogers, I think you had this on one of your videos before. This was, I had number 31. I had number 31, but not this one. I just because I was looking through like that stack of Elephant Men, and I was just trying to see what was what. I don't think I came across this though. I hope not. Low printing cover. Okay. All right, cool. But yeah, that's a great looking cover though. Especially from 2009. I think that, to me, 2009 is like that sweet spot for J. Scott Campbell and for Adam Hughes as well. That was a really sweet spot for both of those guys. All right. Okay, I don't know anything about this, but I saw the sale on it. I was just like, oh, we got to put this on. So we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 100. This is a Peach Momoko variant. All right. So the census on this is, oh my God, we have a 10-0 on top of 3 9/9s. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So 155 total on the census. Let's take a look at what this thing sold for. If I can pull up the listing. Okay, here it is right here. Copy. Paste and search. Oh, geez. All right. So we had a sale for $850 for a freaking raw copy. I again, I don't know anything about this book. Like, I remember seeing it before, and I just okay, all right, cool. But for a raw copy selling for $850 like that, I got a 9.9 CPCS of this variant. Love the book. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's a great cover. And when I look at this book, I see a lot. When I search for this book, I see a lot of the foil. I don't know. This isn't a foil, is it? No. No, it's not. Definitely not. But yeah, has that distressed look to it. All right, I tell you what. Let me see. When I look, okay, so when I search for this, all I really see are like these foils. Yeah, see, a foil, foil. Oh shoot, sorry. Okay, so right here is a foil. Right here, foil here, Lamole foil. So this thing must be really difficult to find. Okay, so what's going on here? All right, so you got a 9.9 that's sold for. Oh, this is another Lamole. Ah, geez, they got me. You got me. So I'm not seeing, or is this? Is I don't know what's going on here, man. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I just saw the price on this and was just like immediately impressed. So, I is this a Lamole? I don't know. I guess not. Yeah, all right. And I'm not seeing any other. Wow, this thing must be hella rare then. Okay, all right. Congrats to the seller and congrats to the buyer. All right. All right. Now this book here. So we've got Knights of the Dinner Table. Okay, so speaking about the Ninja Turtles 100, I should have bought two of them. Damn it! Yeah, man, I didn't know how rare this thing really was because when I look it up, all I really see are these foils and these like Lamole reprints. Again, don't know anything about it, so the real deal must be hella rare. Okay. But Knights of the Dinner Table, #1 from 1994. So, what I understand, this is a book about guys playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I know someone that collects Knights of the Dinner Table. He has every issue. And #1, this book is hella hard to find. I don't see any copies of this anywhere at any time. So let's take a look at the census on this thing. So 57 total copies of Knights of the Dinner Table. Only 198. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. And so we had a sale, a raw copy of this sold for $352. You know what? I think this thing might be a deal because I'm not seeing this book anywhere. Let's see. NIGST of the DIN. Knights at the Dinner Table, #1. Let's see. Let's see if we can find any sales, any other sales of this. So we have right here the one that we were talking about. And probably what? Very fine near mint copy. I don't know, man. This thing might be a deal just because. I mean, the art on this looks awful. This looks terrible. It looks like bad MS Paint. Yikes. But let's see. All right, so back to Knights of the Dinner. Okay, so we had a 6.5 that sold last month for $500. Buy it now. Okay, so something to go off of because we had a raw copy that sold what looks like a couple months ago for $305. Oh my gosh, look at this. This thing is in beat condition, but at least you get a sketch from the artist. But look at this. So this thing sold. So this beat up copy sold for $305, even though you get a sketch, but still, wow. So I would have to imagine if this copy here, if the seller had put this up at auction, this thing would have went for a hell of a whole lot more. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I know the guy that I know who collects these, he's yeah, he definitely says that these are really tough to find. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. Hell of a sale. All right, what's next? All right. Now, here's a book that I used to have. I ain't got it no more. But Amazing Spider-Man number 678, 1 in 50, Joe Quinones Venom variant. This is probably the most popular of the Venom variants. Okay, so take a look at the census on this. 229 total, 174 universal, 53 signature, blah, 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 blah. 3798. Wow, 3798s and 1098 signatures. Where did I get my copy? Oh man. Well, look no further than getting it. I got it off of my comic shop. This is where we expose all the secrets right here. Oh wow. Yeah, that's what okay, so this was when back when my comic shop, like they would, I mean they still do this where they like just undersell books. And this was during that time, this was during the time when um you could get like a really tough to find variant really cheap. And I remember like and I remember during that time, I think I got it around 2015. During that time, I would say like around 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. where I was, they would just like dump, like you would do a dump. They would do a dump of like all of their new in stock books. You know what I'm saying? And like that would be the time to basically just sit by your computer and refresh the page all the time. Like for an hour. Like just do that for an hour from like 6 o'clock to 7. Just keep refreshing your page, keep refreshing, and then go ahead, check your want list. And that was right there on my want list. And for like $20. And there, and I just like immediately bought it. And I was just quick on the trigger with it. So that's how I did it. That's how I got my book. Do they count virgins on this one? No, not with this. Not with this census. Igor Volkov. I think the most popular Venom variant is the Iron Man and the X Force. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you can probably do like a Dead Heat, Ghost Alert. Yeah, man. I mean, I think I'm kind of like if I were still in the thick of it, I probably wouldn't say anything, but I'm kind of like removed from it all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like more of an observer at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'll share a secret or two. I will share a secret or two. But yeah. Let's see what this bad boy sold for. Okay, so there were 3 sales this week. And we had 2 raw copies and a CGC 8.5. So the CGC 8.5 sold for 700 and the 2 raw copies sold for 600 US dollars and 102 Jesus. $1,325 US dollars. And I noticed the sale for that $600 copy, and I'm thinking I would have bought that if I had seen it because it was a buy it now. I'm really thinking I would have bought that. So I definitely would have bought that. So, all right, what's next? So Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues, number 3. So this is a 1 in 10 Jeffrey Veregi 8-bit variant, video game variant. What did I want to say about this? Not much. But if we take a look at the census here, we have 10. Damn, only 10 and only 398s, including the one signature series. Wow, that's impressive. Very impressive. Yeah. If you were talking about that Spider-Man 678, yeah, man. Or yes, I think 678. That variant cover probably. All right. So let's take a look at the sale here. So we had a CGC 9.6, a 9.6, not a 9.8, a 9.6 that sold for $660. That's very impressive. Is anybody paying $660 for a 9.6? Is anybody doing that for this? What say you? I Liger style, nah. Talking about Cobra Kai. Talking about the Cobra Kai variant. Okay, all right, okay, yeah. But is anybody paying $660 for a 9.6? Do they see potential in this? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Boop, boop, boop. All right. I see like that little bit of a color break right there. That'll do it. That just might do it. I don't know. But yeah, this is a good looking variant. Just something to be on the lookout for. So very good looking. Jeffrey Veregi variant. The Hulk is a nice one too. Yeah, that Hulk, that's another book I never see. Don't know about the price though. Yeah. That's a little much for a 9.6. So it makes me believe that the 9.8 would go for a hell of a whole lot more. Like maybe I don't know, maybe $1,000 9.8. Ugh. I don't know. Someone is probably all in on the press and resubmit 9.9 train, right? Do a pre-screen 9.9 on this thing. All right, what's next? Spawn number 283, the Simon. Simon Simon Kadransky Image Comics Expo variant. Okay. All right, the census on this is 40 with 27 22 9.8s and 7.98 signature series. Sweep the leg. But so we had a raw copy of this that sold for $355. There's not too much I wanted to say about it, but I was just impressed with the sale. All right, Bad Planet number 6 from 2008, Dave Stevens final cover. Very, very somber looking cover. So 26 total, well, rather 47 total, 26 9.8s, one signature series. Oh, wow. Okay. And the price on this, so we had a CGC 9.8 that sold for $900 freaking dollars. Very impressive. And so we, and another book, Deadpool number 45 from 2015, 1 in 50. Scotty Young Run the Jewels variant. 279 total on the census. 63 9.8s, 39.8 signature series, and a restored 9.8. Or rather, yeah, a restored 9.8. Yeah. That doesn't make a lick of sense, but okay. Two sales this week. Two raw copies sold. One for $400, and well, both of them for 400. How about that? So yeah, very impressive. I would say I definitely had both. I had this book back in the day, and then sold it. I think I sold it for like maybe 200 or 300. So had this book, and I think this might be the last book on the slideshow. So we have Venom. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. What's going on there? That doesn't make any sense. Is there like glue on the cover or something, or like maybe like there was a nick? I don't know. That does not a restored 9.8 doesn't make sense. Maybe they tried to Sharpie. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. How many times have I passed up on a Dave Stevens cover in a box? Yeah, I know. I've done that. I've done that myself. So just thinking, oh, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Knowing the fish have all dried up at this point. But so we have Venom 3 third print variant. This is the first appearance of Null, Ryan Stegman cover. I think this is the first, I guess, Null cover on a Venom 3. So got my copy for $30. What, the Scotty Young or the Bad Planet? I remember when this, I think this was like a $40 book back in the day. Like when it first came out, like say from Midtown or something like that. It was like $40. And I think that's how I got my copy. But nine is back to Venom 3. So we had damn. That's a lot on the census. Yikes. So 2,559. Jeez. Sheesh. Okay. I didn't realize that was so many. But we had a sale for a raw copy that sold for $213. I just thought that was an impressive price. And I believe that is it for the slideshow. I want to take a look at a couple of sales really quick, if I can. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at. I want to take a look at this sale right here. So we've got Peanuts #1. Let's see. 1953 Peanuts #1. I believe this sold for, you know what? I don't even want to guess. So let's take a look. Yeah, that Venom 3, yeah, it dipped exponentially, but a raw copy selling for $200, I thought was impressive still. That cover will most definitely be huge spec when it came out. A time when, yeah. Speaking about that Venom 3. Okay, so we had a back to Peanuts #1. This sold for $3,600. This Peanuts #1. Wow. In a 3.0. Very impressive price. Wow. Okay, so this was before that, the Dell, right? Yeah, this was oh. Okay, the Bad Planet. Okay. But yeah, this Peanut's selling for $3,600 in a 3.0. And this was before that 4-color, right? Or I believe the Dell. I think that Peanuts was 1954. But yeah, okay. All All right, what's next? What else do I want to look at? Oh wow, this sale here. Look at this. So a bone 9/8 sold for $10,000. Holy crap. Mm-hmm. All right, let me take a look and see what's going on. I want to make sure that that's the actual um, price for this bone number one in a CGC 9/8. I bet you we aren't going to get anything. Oh wow! Oh wow! Wow! Look at that! Wow! A $10,000 9/8 for that bone number one. Holy cow! Wow! Woo! Look at that! Look at this, man. I know when they submitted this thing, and look at that. You can see. I don't know if you can make this out, but there's a bit of a spine tick right there. I know when they submitted this and they came back at 9/8, I know they were jumping for joy. Holy cow! Is that color break right there? What's going on there? Wow, this thing is really nice though. Congrats to the seller on this. Wow, $10,000  9/8. Okay, sweet. Very nice. And any more? Oh wow, this book here. This book here. Let's take a look. So we had Teen Titans 75, Adam Hughes, and we had a CGC 9/8 that sold for $1,500. To me, okay, so I have this book in a 9/8, and there's no way I would let this book go for 1,500. So they have this up for 1,500 or best offer, and the person, whoever bought it, they bought it right away, no haggling, no setting the price or anything like that. But there's no way I would let this go for 1,500. Not at all. To me, this is still. I mean, it's an impressive price, but to me, this book is still way too low. This is a modern classic cover, and yeah, there's no way I would sell for 300. I mean, for 1,500. I put an offer in. Oh wow! Ah man. Okay, yeah. I this is that type of book. To me, 1,500 is a really good deal on this, just because I like this book. I like this book to be like a $3,000 9/8, in my opinion. This thing is so classic to me. I love this book. I wouldn't even to me, like, I would understand if it sold for 3,000, but I don't even think I would sell mine for 3,000, just because I love this book so much. I still want one. Do you still have yours? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I found mine at I found two copies uh at the same store on two different occasions. So I found one for $3 in the long boxes, and then like the very next week I went back to that store and found another copy for $3. I sold one for like 300, which I probably shouldn't have done, but the other one came back at a 9/8, so I'm just like, okay, fine, fine, fine. But yeah, I would not let this thing go for. I wouldn't let it go for like less than 4,000. This Teen Titan 75. I love this book. Absolutely love this book. I remember like the days of trying to find it, and then when I did, like that, like the sensation of finding it for so cheap, it was just like that was a high right there. This is definitely a trophy. That bone, the only oh wow, the only 9/8 on the census. Holy cow! Wow, wow, that's very impressive. I would buy that Teen Titan 75 for 15, then hold until the next pandemic. Get some of that pandemic money. Yeah. I totally understand that. Uh, I, yeah, man. Amazing. It was you found it. Yeah, man. That was a high right there. Best day of picking comics ever. Best day of comic book hunting. All right. What are we doing now? I want to take a look at this. I don't know what the hell this is. Help me make sense of this. Why the hell did this thing sell for $1,500 after 4 bids? Okay, so teaching with Calvin and Hobbes, and this is a textbook. Take a look at this. So teaching with Calvin and Hobbes. And it has, okay, so what year is this? So it looks like from 1993. Um and they're using Calvin and Hobbes comic strips to learn. Okay. Okay. And this thing is pretty clean too. So I think that adds to the appeal as to why it sold for 1,500. Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's hasn't been marked in. Let's take a look at the item description. Okay, so book has no creases or stains. There is minor shelf wear, excellent condition. Okay, I thought they were gonna like maybe go into like I don't know the history of this thing because I've never seen this thing before. So teaching with Calvin and Hobbes. Oh wow, wow! Look at that. So there is a listing for $50,000. Oh, okay. So this thing is a really this thing goes for a lot. Okay, I didn't know. I legitimately didn't know. Wow. Okay. Let's see. So and you had okay, so okay. You know what? Let me see what that 11,000 or best offer sold for. Teaching with Calvin and Hobbes. All right, I don't see it so. But yeah, people want a lot and people are getting a lot for teaching with Calvin and Hobbes. All right. Ooh, one of my favorite covers that I have yet to find. Look at this. Tim Holt number 30 sold for $2,136. Lady Doom cover, Zodiac Killer, Death by this, Death by that cover. Look at that. And this thing is in horrible condition. I don't want to say horrible, but not in great shape. How about that? You can see that big old crease. Look at this. Ooh, nice legs. Nice gams. Look at this, man. This thing is so on point and very impressive price. This thing just keeps getting more and more expensive, man. Lady Doom. Hell yeah. But for what was this? $2,136. Wow. Beautiful. And that's not it. I'm gonna take a look at this. Blonde Phantom. I know there's a lot of talk about Blonde Phantom. So this cover sold for I want to say I think $800 because I had this thing looked up already. But yeah, so this was a buy it now or best offer, and I believe they took $800. But this cover is awesome. This thing is really beautiful, and they if they were going to sell it, I probably would have um, put it in an auction just to see where it goes. But yeah, this thing looks great. Look at that. Hell yeah. Beautiful blonde. So this is like a Miss America and Submariner backup stories, Frankenstein story, Namor appearance, torture cover. Look at that. Wow. This is a great looking cover. Look at that, man. All right. Is that it? Let's do one more sale. Crime suspense stories number 25 from 1954. Look at this. So not getting too many pictures, but we have what looks to be a very fine copy that sold for $305, which looks like a great price. And it looks like the cover is still attached. So let's see if there's any. Okay, so this is a rare, valuable copy. Da, 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 da. Nothing about the actual condition as to whether there are any detachments or anything like that. So that's a steal. Yeah, man, this thing is really cheap. The Priscilla Grave comes crimes for $40. And you're like, oh, okay, nice. All right. So I believe that is it for this week. I thank you guys for watching. You could be anywhere. Oh, wait. I want to look at this one. Hold on. We ain't done. Okay, I want to look at this one because I saw this. And this chick got a hard face. Like, I guess the body is okay, but that face is looking way rough. But Famous Crimes, number 2, lingerie cover for $400. It's like a nice VG copy of this strong face ass woman for $400. But look at that. Nice. Okay, so now we're done. Again, I thank you guys for watching. Thanks for taking a look at this strong face ass woman right here. And we will see you next week with another hot book alert. And I have a new comic book haul up that I did, I believe it was on Thursday. So check that out. Again, thank you. I don't know how to begin these videos. I don't know how to end these videos. But I need like a cool intro and outro video. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I need something like that. But I thank you guys again, and we will see you next week with another hot book alert live. Yeah.